Hello, me hearties. A very good evening to you. The time just coming up to 9:30, 9:28 on the evening of Thursday, the 8th of December. Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Let everybody know that Scottie McCLUE is live and come and join me for a bit of chit-chat. Excellent stuff. We're also on the YouTube and we're on the TikTok. So make sure that you're on one of them, I say. Follow me as soon as you so that we can get the chit chat going. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. I hope you're well. Big Tommy, lovely to have you with us. And here's Thomas. Hello, Scotty. Hello from the Isle of Man, says Dave. Absolutely. I haven't been to the Isle of Man, Dave, but I would like to go. I'll tell you. Are you at Onken? Fantastic. More and more likes, guys. Hi, Scotty. Hi, Diggy. Dinky-Doo, I say, from me, Scottie McClue. Lovely stuff. Welcome, welcome, welcome now. So much to talk about. I've already said on the YouTube, good evening, my hearties, Dinky-Doo. So you should be getting your notifications, but get subscribing and following. Hi, Scotty, how are you? Kevin, Dinky-Doo. How come you don't have a beard no more? It blew away, Dave. We had terrific wind last week, and I had taken peppermints, and the beard just went whoosh, just disappeared. I've always really been clean shaven. Very, very occasionally I've had a beard. But of course, during lockdown, like everyone else, I thought, well, what's the point in scraping the face every morning if you're not going anywhere? Hi, Faye Greenock. Hello, David. How lovely to have you with us. Faye Greenock. Give it a rest, says HTTP. You give it a rest, HTTP. So there we are. Now, in fact, what we'll do, we'll just dump him. Lifetime ban for HTTP, and you can now give it a rest. That's fabulous. Lovely. Right, that's him away. We never see him again. Fantastic. You're watching Scottie McClue, hashtag float high, first lord of the internet, and we're live. Dinky-Doo, Scotty, says Tom. Hello, Tom. Lovely to have you with us. Fantastic. What do you do for work, career, etc.? I inform, educate, and entertain, Dave. Hello, Scotty. Hello, everybody. What's the point, says Eamon? The point is that we get to talk to you, Eamon. You're the point. There we are. I love you, says Captain. Thank you. Hello from Chile, Casanova. It's a chilly night over here, I can't tell you. Yo, big Scotty. Hello, Thomas. Fantastic. Hello, Scotty, back again. I'm Jonah. Jonah, you're back. Lovely to have you with us. I've got my trusty tea. Oh, that's absolutely lush. I'm looking forward to Christmas. Of course, Ben Juice. And McClue, White Alive. That's great. You do a great job. Are you married? Don't be ridiculous, Dave. Who would have me? Give it a rest, Scotty. We'll give you a rest, XXTHBP. You go away for a THPP and we'll give you a rest. Guys, I'm just giving this guy a lifetime ban for cheeking up. Quite right, too. There we are. And he can go and give it a rest now. Wouldn't that be lovely? Fantastic. Where are you from? I'm from TikTok and YouTube. That's what it's all about. I'd have you, mate. Thank you. In the best way possible. Thank you. The best possible taste. Susan says, good evening, Scotty. Good evening, Susan. How lovely to have you with us. We were very fortunate last night because Scottie McClue's YouTube channel is the world's best kept secret. Only 3,500 people know about it. So there you are. But if you can find it, get subscribing. There we are. Where are you spending Xmas, Scotty? I'll be spending it with friends. Sean Connery vibes. Thank you, Eamon. Are you against free speech? If anyone against your regime, they get arrested. No. That's not free speech. Give it a rest is implying somebody doesn't want to be here. Now, we might be the best that's available in terms of information, education, and entertainment, but that person doesn't realize it. So when they say give it a rest, we need to give them a rest. Yeah? Because they haven't got the confidence to go and watch something else. Can you say hi to my friend Aaron, Scotty? I can, Thomas. Hello from Falkirk. I hope you're well. Yes, you can speak freely on here, guys. Not a problem, but you don't cheek up. That's all I'm saying. The public are lucky to listen to your knowledge. Tom Viria, you're very kind. I thank you. Who have we got here? Lots of you joining. Get following, guys, as soon as you can. All right. Very, very important. We get following. ASAP. That's what it's about. Right. I'll just get rid of that. There we are. Fantastic. And how do we get rid of that? Oh, that's it. What's your thoughts on the war in Ukraine? Well, we don't discuss that, Dave, because we don't really know anything about it. Hi, I'm from Africa. Salman. Very nice to have you with us from Africa. Scotty, did you enjoy your weekend? I loved my weekend. It was outstanding. All right, wee man. DINKY-DOO. What's your opinions on Scottish independence? Hold on, there's somebody with a dodgy handle. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Dodgy handle. Say cheerio to the dodgy handle. Lifetime ban for having a dodgy handle. We don't have that on here. Fantastic. Right, there we go. Okay. Guys, remember to have a decent handle when you're coming on. We don't want anything dodgy. Very, very important. So that's that. That's that person gone now, you see. Excellent stuff. There we are. That's it. Now, what's your opinions on Scottish independence? Well, I don't really have an opinion on Scottish independence because I tend to deal in facts. But I think Scotland would do extremely well on its own, and there is no argument for the union for Scotland with the present government, yes, who are intolerant of Scotland and have cheeked up to Scotland. Who have we got here? Hang on a wee second. We'll just sort that out. That's lovely. Do you feel the public turning in its support for the RMT? Now it's affecting them at Christmas? No. The public are 100% behind the rail unions. This is propaganda that's been put out that the public they'll lose the support of the public. Absolute rubbish, because the people striking are the public, and they've only been driven to this because of the intransigence of the negotiators in the government. Inflation is running at 11, 12%, and they've been offered 4%. What use is that? What's the point in striking if that's all they can come up with? So I would say if you were absolutely doing it properly, then you would have inflation at, say, 12%, and then maybe a 3-4% rise on top of that. So you're looking at maybe a 15-16% rise. But I don't think they'll get that. But the argument that there's not money and it can't be afforded is just rubbish, because they could afford £250 billion to burn on Brexit. Okay, just to cheer up a few billionaire pals. Hi, Scotty, how are you keeping? Okay, it's Jara John. Jara John, how lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO, Lee Bandoni. Lee has joined us now. Lee has got to be the most generous man in the world. And Lee has given me a fortune in the last 3 days. A fortune, which will be used for advertising and equipment to big up the show. Fantastic. And please, if you can all do that, please do so. So Lee has now given me 100 red roses. Is that not just beautiful? 100 red roses. And guys, have you followed me? Thank you, Lee. Oh my goodness, he's gone over the 100. Lee, you're going over the 100. Stop. There you are. So no, the public are certainly not turning against it, because the worst that can happen is you've got to take your car and not drink to see your granny or your Auntie Fanny, or you've got to get the bus and see your granny or your Auntie Fanny if you need to, right? But apart from that, we support the rail unions 100%. Lee, what are you doing? Guys, Lee's heading for 200 red roses for Scottie McClue. Oh, Jara John, DINKY-DOO. And so there you are. So no, I don't feel the public are at all. Great to see and hear you again, my friend. Graham, how lovely to have you with us, DINKY-DOO. Who have we got here? Right, the weather in Lanark was -6 this morning. What's your impinging, DINKY-DOO? No, we'd be about -4. Lee, what are you doing? Lee's gone on to the 300 red roses. Lee, you're going to clean yourself out, La. Oh, that's so kind of you. He's gone over the 300. Guys, I am even more humbled than usual. Lee has sent me over 300 red roses. I think he's going to touch 350. 350 coming up now. Oh, he's still going. Guys, are you watching this? Can you see Lee giving me red roses? He's at 375. Hi, bro. I don't know you, but I'm spreading positivity today. So I hope you have a great day. Finnan, I don't know you, but I always spread positivity. Lee is spreading positivity. Lee is giving me 450 red roses. DINKY-DOO, says Murky-Lago. What do you think it will take to sort out the NHS situation? It's so broken. Yes, because the government have done nothing but break it. It needs stacks and stacks of cash and stacks of organization. And it needs firmly backed. You need to stand up in the House of Commons and say, we 100% back the NHS and are not interested in private medicine with the public service. Lee, what are you doing? Guys, Lee's gone over 500 in his red roses. Lee, I think you want me to retire at your expense. Good evening, Scotty, says the wonderful Francis. Good evening, Francis. What is Lee at? What are your thoughts on the death penalty? I think we could actually, do you know that now, is it Malaya? It's out in the East, they hang drug dealers. And as a result, there are no drug dealers. They just don't exist. Quite interesting. And I wonder if we should also start punishing. I don't know if those of you that have been around the internet have come across these so-called auditors. And I watched a couple of their videos, very, very poor, very, very cheeky to the police. And of course, in days gone by, they would have been invited into the back of the police van for a wee discussion. And 5 minutes later would have come out a reformed character. But they're going on about their rights. I've got a right to do this. I've got a right to do that. They should take their rights away because they're cheeking up to the police. And that should be a crime. So there you are. Maybe bring the birch back for auditors. That would be good. So tell me about that. That's what I think. What are your hobbies, says Dave. My hobbies, Dave, well, I tend to work all the time. So my hobbies would be live streaming on TikTok and YouTube. We love that. Now, who we got here? Waiting lists are bad, says Chris. They always have been, Chris. We need matron back. Yes. Yes. Carry on, doctor. Carry on, matron. Totally agree with you, Chris, Susan. Scotty, how are you doing this fine night? Rickson, I am amazing this fine night. Who have we got here? What's your opinion on Jimmy Savile? I don't have an opinion on Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile was a disgusting individual. I wouldn't even, why would you even raise his name? You know, that is shocking. Some comments have been filtered. Yeah, I must have the idiots doing. Well said, Scotty. Are you left or right wing? I am zero wing. I have no wings. Or I would fly off the handle, perch on the handle and fly off. So I have no wings. I'm not to the right or left. I'm apolitical. Yes, you see, that's sorted it out. The wee man with the weather, Dinky-Doo, Scotty, Lizzie, Dinky-Doo. Tories out, says Dyker. Well, it's a shame, but they are very, very, very destructive. I mean, single-handedly, Mrs. Thatcher managed to destroy Scotland and the north of England. Take all the money to London to make her look big. Her problem was she thought she'd interfere in the city of London. Bye, Maggie. Yeah, absolutely. But she was very destructive, but not any more destructive than Beeching with the railways in 1965. Would you rather Scotland win the World Cup, beating England in the final, or gain independence? Well, Dan, the World Cup is tiny alongside Scottish independence. Scottish independence is world-shattering, right? The World Cup comes and goes. It's a football game. It's only a game, you know. And I mean, while it's fun that your team wins, it is only a game. Independence is a very serious business. And that would come first, always, for every Scot. So there you have it. Lee, I can't thank you enough for thousands and thousands of red roses and gifts. I spent some happy times at Fort William with my parents, Graham. Fort William, very nice town, overlooking the loch there. Lee, you've just become the #1 gifter, and you've got a #1 gifter badge. I can't thank you enough for that. Beautiful. The government are subsidizing all the losses for the rail companies anyway. They're not losing a penny. Correct, Cornelio? That's true. Everyone's quite rightly striking. I don't blame them. No, and the public are behind the strikers. This government have changed the goalpost, moved the goalposts, and changed the perception. They're not looking after the people. Good evening from Inverkip, Scotty. And they were elected by the people, for the people. We love Inverkip. Too right, Scotty. Now, who have we got here? Good evening, Scotty. I hope you're well. Jason, lovely to have you with us. Yes, Scotty, says Alec. That's what it's about. Guys, have you all followed me? I'll bet you haven't. I need 100 followers right now. Right now. Very, very important. Now then. I'm actually in Brussels tonight. Do you want me to ask if we can come back? Galileo, yes. Chap the door and say, can Scotland come back to Europe? Can the 70 million British people get their European citizenship back? There we have it. It was very clever, that referendum, making out it was the voice of the people, pretending it was democratic. 1.2 million of a majority dictating to 70 million that they lose their citizenship, that their country gets almost financially annihilated, economically annihilated. and that the United Kingdom gets split asunder by Brexit. So there we have it. Now, well said, Scotty. Oh, Francis, you know, I'll tell you. I like when people say you don't know a half of it, but we don't actually. We know all of it. Now then, who have we got here? Right, here's the result. Lee Bandoni, the world's most generous man, has just sent me 725 red roses. Lee, thank you. Thank you. I used to work with non-verbal young people, and that's thank you. Yes, indeed. Now, who have we got here? Lee's finger must be frozen to the give button. Lee is just very, very, very thoughtful, very generous, and very, very kind. You know, and Lee knows that I'll put that to good use. Guys, I need another 100 followers. Get following. Everybody watching, please follow. Now, I think you pop up to the top left and you click the plus sign. Now then, who have we got here? How's the YouTube looking? How's the camera work tonight? Very important. DINKY-DOO, Scottie McCLUE, Tiger Kings. Stop him, Scotty. I couldn't. I see 450. Yeah, but there was another 400 after that. Oh, dear. We listened to you on the radio years ago. Ah, the Kindle. DINKY-DOO. Beautiful hat, Scotty. One of my favourite. Hogs of Fife, Ken. Why don't you ever show up to... Why don't you ever show up? Ah, yes, because I'm not there anymore. There we are. Circumstances beyond my control. DINKY-DOO, Scotty. Hallam FM. Oh, Tiger Kings. Hallam FM. One of God's radio stations. Beautiful, beautiful people. What a great show that was. Just joined us. Another very, 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 very generous man. And Kareem is sending me all sorts of magic, Christmas shopping, squirrels, daisies, footballs, a thing, weights. My goodness, Kareem, stop. Up the Army Air Courses, Frankie, absolutely, Frankie. Did you used to be on the radio, Scotty? I did, Brad. I gave up the radio about 2 years ago. So there, that's the last time I was on radio. But I'm talking to some very, very big people. Big bosses. And I may well be back on the radio. So we'll see what happens. Hi, Scotty, DINKY-DOO. What are your hobbies? Dave, we've already done that one. Yes. Are you drinking again? No, still not. So who else have we got? Can you enunciate? Your Scottish burr is very hard to understand. It will be actually, in fact, I would think any language would be quite difficult for you to understand. Specialone. What's your opinion on the British? Well, it's interesting because the word British, there is no country as Britain. There's no such country. It's a land mass with 4 countries on it. And Great Britain is the big bit. That's it. You're doing a quick call, Scotty. Kareem, for you, I can always do a quick call. Why don't we have a quick call? Guys, I'm going to open the phone lines. The telephone number is 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. And we'll have a quick call from Kareem, because Kareem's always an excellent call. Phone lines being opened up right now. Give us a call, Kareem. We await your call. Fantastic. 0141 628 9795. Excellent stuff. And we'll see if Kareem gives us a call. We can get a bit of chat going. What a legend. Big Bag Oz. How lovely to have you with us. What's your background, Scotty? My background, I'm an actor, writer, broadcaster, and educationist. All right. You're live with Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scotty.
Ah, what are you like? You're a magician, I'm sure of it. Kareem, before we start, can I thank you for all your kindness?
Oh, Scotty, not at all.
You know,
anytime.
It's so good of you. And did you see Lee?
From earlier on, he gave us $20.
Oh, it must, no, $20 earlier. Yes, that was a chap earlier. No, that was $20 on the YouTube channel. And because he said I needed a new camera. No, this is Lee tonight has given 850 red roses.
Fabulous.
And he did the same the other night.
Yeah. Well, Scotty, at the end of the day, a lot of people enjoy listening to you, you know, and it's a nice way to de-stress and just get chat to other people. So
but we are free, Kareem, you know, I mean, it's just out of sheer kindness. These lovely people like yourself are just so generous. And it's really very humbling.
Well, Scotty, you're worth every penny and more, and I'm really looking forward to when you go back onto a radio station again.
Well, it might happen. We're genuinely talking to some pretty big people at the moment.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they do their stuff.
If they have sense, and if they're wanting experience, and if they're wanting people to come and to listen, then Scotty, they should be banging down your door.
Well, I think so. There's the wonderful Colin sending me red roses.
Fabulous.
Amazing. It's very, very touching. But no, Kareem, I wanted to know how you're getting on with the long COVID.
I went shopping today. I thought, right, I'm going to go with my mum. So I went up to the local supermarket. It's about a 5-minute drive. I actually struggled quite a lot. I was okay when I just got in, but I got quite a wee bit dizzy and a bit weak.
So you're off work, I take it, at the moment?
I am, yes.
Yes, quite right too.
Yeah.
You do need a break, Kareem, because you work very, very hard. Oh, by the way, I saw one of your lovely videos tonight with the lake and the dog.
Yes, I put a few of the dogs up, yes.
Wonderful.
Oh, sorry, Scotty. But no, the long COVID, it is what it is. And there's nothing I can do about it just now. I'm just hoping to get better, but hand in heart, I've got no idea when I'm going to actually be back at work, because the last thing I want is to go back and then have to go off again, and they really frown upon that. So I really hopefully I can get better soon, but I generally don't know when that's going to be.
Right, well, we need to get you better. We want you well.
Thank you. So 2 quick wee things before I go. The first thing, I've not watched it yet, but I am intending to watch it. I might watch it later on tonight, but there's a certain Harry, the documentary that's just came out on a certain streaming...
A certain streaming channel?
Yes. And I think... I haven't seen anything yet, so I can't pass comment, but I'm sure a lot of your listeners, and especially American ones, will be taking a lot of interest into it, and you know, it'll be interesting to see what is said and how the King Charles will react.
Well, I'm very alarmed at the race card being pulled back. And I think what we need to do is follow what I said last week. They should really follow what Scottie McClue says and only have one race, the human race. And then that can never be pulled again, because nobody's bothered what race, creed or colour Meghan or Harry are.
Yeah.
Nobody's bothered about that. And, you know, I was thinking tonight, the royal family, I mean, he is part of the royal family and he's dumping on his own family. And she managed to, you know, in some way inveigle her way in, and she's dumping on her in-laws.
I think it's going to be difficult times ahead, I think, for them, because they will have a fan base that will support them 110%.
Oh, listen, they're absolutely awash with money at the moment. That's not the issue. But they'll need to keep it up. And if they keep whinging, because they've got nothing to whinge about, I mean, they stay in a massive mansion, you know, and all that stuff. And they've got all that, you know, they're by is it the Pacific Ocean they're by? I can't remember. Anyway, they've got all that lifestyle there, rather than, you know, walking about bucket and rain in Britain, you know. And they've got all that going for them, but they've nothing to whinge or moan about.
But they've certainly got what's the word I'm looking for? They've got a lifestyle that many people would be very envious of. They're privileged. They've got a massive roof over their head. I think the challenge will be what will happen after this documentary, and whether or not, if they still try to be in the, as we call it, the limelight, you know, they want to still be in the spotlight, sorry.
Yeah, but they said they wanted to get away from all the publicity.
I find that's quite weird, though, because if they want to get away from it, then they're doing documentaries. His book's out next month, which I'm actually tempted to buy, to read, to see, well, you know, what links are with the documentary, or what's just, you know, a bit of gibberish. So I think that'll be quite interesting as well.
Well, there's another book out called Revenge by Tom Bauer. And I'm a great lover of Tom Bauer books because he's very thorough in covering his subjects. He does a lot of research into everything, you know, very sort of forensic style research, and talks to everyone. And his books are amazing, you know, and I you know, had a look at that, and it's very, very interesting.
Well, Scotty, the last wee thing before I go, because I'm sure the other calls will come in, it's not a dig, but it's just something for people to think and to reflect on, because at the moment we are all in an absolute freeze within the UK. There are people just now, I'm waking up every day and I feel upset and angry that I know there's people across Glasgow that will not have had heating on, that there'll be children that are going to be starving and cold and going to school because their parents can't afford to put the heating on. And part of me angers me as well, because I keep saying this is what people voted to be a part of, Better Together. So they have to take responsibility. People will be angry.
You see, I think where the confusion comes in, Kareem, Better Together is pushed by the Westminster side, because from Westminster's point of view, we're better together. From Scotland's point of view, we're not better together.
We're an energy-rich country, Scotty, and you've got that in your videos as well. We should not be in this pure poverty just now. Nobody should be affected just now in Scotland. Nobody.
And today, the mining company in Whitehaven were granted a license for a coal mine, and we're sitting on coal. I think we should go back to that, because whether we burn fossil fuels or not is going to make very, very little difference to global warming. The world will warm up anyway, and then it will readjust.
Is there not a cleaner way to burn the coal or something?
Yes.
Yes,
stacks of ways. And also they dismantled Longanic Power Station. And that was very silly. I said at the time, mothball it, because that would have brought us energy right now.
Well, Scotty, as I said, I want these people that are thinking that they're shivering, that they're struggling, just because they believed something. And there'll be some people still out there that will still be thinking we're better together, at the end of the day, and you know this yourself, Scotty, that it's a Conservative UK. Labour will get in at the next election, and they'll make changes for England from Gordon Brown's recent report, and it's to benefit mostly to try and get votes from the north of England. They've given up Scotland. But whatever changes they do make, you know the Tories will come back in and it will just get all destroyed again, and it's a vicious
Correct.
cycle, and we need to get out of that.
Correct. Correct. Lovely hearing you. Strength to you. Get well soon.
Thank you, Scotty. Keep warm and wrap up. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye
And
now.
Dinky-Doo, Lala. There we are. We're a top man. That's our Kareem. You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
All right, it's Excalibur, son.
Excalibur, how lovely to hear you.
It's great. I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
Are you Dinky-Doo tonight?
What did you say?
Are you Dinky-Doo tonight?
I'm doing great. Just very boring.
Oh, yeah, you're having a boring time.
Yes.
Well, let us alleviate that for you on here.
What'd you say?
Let us alleviate that for you.
It's just very annoying.
Yes, when you get bored, it's very annoying. I'm never bored, you see, because there's so much to do. And I once said to my mother I was bored, and she gave me a yellow duster, told me to clean the house.
Oh, damn. I do that sometimes, but not all the time.
No. So never ever say you're bored.
Yeah. Well, how's your evening been?
Brilliant. Excalibur, what part of the world are you in again? Remind us.
I am in Great England.
Great England, but north or south?
North.
North of England. Lovely. Lovely to have you with us.
Yes, lovely.
Excalibur, the sword.
Yes.
Wonderful choice of handle.
Thank you. It's a very ancient weapon, isn't it?
Oh, very ancient. Excalibur with the hand.
Yeah.
We love it.
I don't know why my parents... Huh?
We love it. Fantastic. And Dinky-Doo.
Yeah, it's very Dinky-Doo. I don't know why my parents named me Excalibur, though, because all my friends make fun of me.
Well, they've no right to make fun of you, Excalibur. Although you are a fun person, people shouldn't make fun of you.
No, I know.
I think they're just jealous. They wish they were you.
Exactly. They wish they get to speak to the great Scotty, don't they?
Yeah, get on to Scotty McCLUE for a chit-chat.
Exactly that.
Lovely to hear you. You take care.
You too, Scotty, mate.
Bless you, mate. Thanks again.
See ya.
See you lot. That's our Excalibur. Excellent stuff. Lines are open, guys. If anybody fancies a quick call, bit of chat. Let's see what's happening here. I need another 25 followers. So if you're watching right now and you haven't followed, get following big style. Have you ever played Pink Floyd on the radio? All the time, Mrs. Lannery. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Excalibur's brother.
Excalibur's brother.
Yeah, my name's Forklift.
Forklift, how lovely to have you with us.
Yeah, I know.
Dinky-Doo.
What's your favourite shampoo, Scotty?
What's what?
Your favourite shampoo?
My favourite?
Yes.
My favourite what?
Your favourite shampoo, son?
My favourite shampoo?
Yes.
Oh, I don't... Winnie the Pooh. I like Winnie the Pooh. Right. There we are. Excalibur's brother, indeed, Forklift. Scott, I'm your biggest fan. Thank you, Jack. Lovely to have you with us. Get following, guys. You still make shortbread all the time. I'd quite like to try long bread. There we are. Now, who have we got? What's your opinion on the Americans? We love the Americans. What radio station are we on again? 35 radio stations. Hello, Scotty. You're a marvellous gentleman. How are you? Give me a shout out, says Big Bad Oz. No problem at all, Oz. How long have we been up, guys? I'm just checking. Oh, my goodness me, look at the time. Have you followed me? It's the decent thing to do. It's a human thing to do. We need to stop foreign aid or we'll be needing a concert for the UK. Now, Francis, when we call it foreign aid, what are you actually talking about? Apolitical, talking about politics? Yes. You can be apolitical and talk about politics. You can be poor and talk about money. Follow us as soon as you can, Dinky-Doo. Have you got your heating high, Scotty? No just hoops. I haven't got it on at all at the moment. So we're just, I'm using my blubber to keep me warm. I've been reading up on the sperm whale. There we are, Dinky-Doo. Now what we got here? I dropped 50 by accident in Loch Lomond shows tonight. Anyone in the area should go find it. Lee, what have you dropped? £50. Oh my goodness me. Lee, guys, has given me 850 red roses. Ava's just sent me red roses. Hello, Scotty, Dinky-Doo. Hello, John Byer. Oliver has shared the live. What a thoroughly decent thing to do. How lovely are you? Guys, can we get tap, tap, tappity, tap? This one. Tap, tap, tappity, tap on your phones. 1,800 likes, and I'd like to see that at 2,000. So if everybody can tap their phones. Happening, Scotty, Dinky-Doo. Oh, wow. I've just been sent a heart. Who sent me the heart? That was beautiful. Thought you were going to say £725,000. Wow. Could you imagine that? That's what I call a donation. There we are. Mind you, if I was the Conservative Party, I might very well get that. Where's your cap from? From Fife. Hogs of Fife. You're live at Scotty's Fun In. Who's that?
Hiya, Scotty. It's Jared John.
Jared John, how are you, la?
I'm okay. I just thought I'd just give you a quick call. I see you on there.
I think you should.
So I thought I'll follow Kareem.
I follow Kareem, absolutely. It's excellent to hear you. What's happening with you?
Yeah, Scotty.
What's happening with you?
Just trying to stay warm over here in Poland, you know.
That's what I was thinking. I was wondering if you were back in this country or if you're still in Poland. Apparently in Poland I would be Pan McCLUE. Is that right?
Scotty.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the signal's up and down. I keep reconnecting all the time.
All right. At least we're on, though. It's fantastic. Whereabouts are you? Are you in Warsaw?
No.
Are we losing you?
Yeah, Scotty. The signal's up and down.
Up and down. Well, listen, we'll leave it there, but we'll catch up soon, Jared John.
Yeah, you take care.
Look after yourself.
I thought you might have had the cold there, but
I did.
It's just a connection.
No, I had the cold for the last few days.
Ah, right. Yeah, I thought you looked like you had caught something. Like.
Yeah, I got the cold, but we're recovering, thank goodness.
Yeah. Okay then, Scotty. I'll catch soon.
Right. You take care. Lots of love.
The signal's a bit better.
Absolutely,
right.
And love to Poland. Fantastic. Jared John. There we are. We go back a long way. So what do we got? Rehan, we don't talk that way because that's got the wrong tone. So I'll not go into that. Brexit killed us all. Rishi, Johnston, May and Truss. We're all behind it, and so was the SNP. Dawson, we weren't. I warned at the time. And you know McClue can warn. And I knew it was a very bad idea and that the people were being worked from the back. the government officially said we would be much better remaining in Europe. And then they went against it to protect the billionaires from paying tax. And the people got the blame. People have picked up the tab. 250 billion quid squandered down the Swanee. That's why we're in the mess we're in now. And they tried to not address the elephant in the room. Kareem, you've just got a number 2 gifter badge. Hello, Scotty. I hope you're keeping warm. I'm sucking a hot sweet and people can come round my tongue. Would you ever do a meet and greet? Oh, Dave, yes. I've done hundreds. The old Scott FM days, you could come and meet Scotty McClue. We were always opening something. Thank you for my wishing bottle and for all these gifts, Kareem. Beautiful. Now, who have we got? DINKY-DOO from Indiana. We love you in Indiana, Rick. Indiana wants me, but I can't go back there. Condorit, I know Condorit, a fine village just out near Cumnold. There we are. Aldo says, what a walloper. What are you looking at, Aldo? Are you looking at the mirror? Do you still hate single mothers, Scott? Gio, I've never, ever hated anyone. Certainly never a single mother. I used to protect them by telling them to keep their hon and their halfpenny. Oh, yes. There we are. Aldo plays the trumpet. He's a trumpeter, a full-time trumpeter. Do you play with a military band, Aldo? Fantastic. Hello, Scotty. Hope you're well. The wonderful Colin Hogg. Thank you for my rolls. Scott FM says user 943. Scott FM, Scotland's finest radio hour. Guys, thank you for 3,900 likes. Amazing. Beautiful stuff. I need about another 20 followers. Apparently, almost 50 million people have watched Scotty McClue's TikTok videos. 50 million official figures. And I got them off the internet site. And I've only got 20,000 followers. So somebody's being a wee bit lazy. So if you're watching right now, can we have a follow amnesty? And everybody watching follows. Yes, Scott FM, that was a big one. They should make a film about the Battle of Bamber Bridge, World War II, England. Now, Pearly King, correct me if I'm wrong, but during World War II, some black Americans, GIs, were drinking in the pub at Bamber Bridge, and some Neds attacked them, and the locals joined in and defended them. Am I right? Was that the Battle of Bamber Bridge? Do tell me. Americans of color and the locals supported them. Jamie versus Jaffa, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. Ahoy, says Aaron. Ahoy, my hearties. Who was banned for being out of date in the 90s, says Jill. You take me back, Scotty. Nice to see you're still alive. Oh, fantastic. Very nice to be alive. How do I phone in? You pick up your telephone and you dial 0141, or it might be 141 44 plus 44 141 628 9795, and we chat. Isn't that beautiful? Dinky-Doo every day. Hiri Giri. What's Hairy Gary at? How very strange. Guys, I need another 20 followers. Support the Union flag. Well, Will, that's all right if you're English. If you're Scottish, you support the saltire under the crown. You see? Scotland voted to remain. No, 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 no. Scotland voted, Will, to leave, to remain in Europe, yes. Scotland voted remain for the European referendum. You are correct. Evening, Dinky-Doo from Mr. Inverness. Mr. Inverness, you'll be beautifully spoken. When my father, Big Archie, joined up for the army, he joined up at Fort George. Do you know Fort George? Dinky-Doo Scotty from Glasgow. We love you from Glasgow. Dinky-Doo. Amazing. Guys, another 25 followers, please. ASAP. All right, Scotty Big Man, how are you doing? Why are you so happy? Because you are 693. I've been very, very privileged in my life. And I've met a lot of lovely people. And I've only met one bad man. And he was a very, 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 very bad man. And apart from that, you know, I've met so many beautiful people. One bad man. And I remember saying this to somebody, said, well, be careful, Scotty. There's actually a lot of them about. I said, no, just one. What language do you speak? What language would you like me to speak? Would you like me to speak French? Je parle français. Je regrette, mais je ne parle pas français très vite. Si tu parles lentement, peut-être je comprends, oui. Would you like me to speak Spanish? Hola, me llamo Scotty. Would you like me to speak Russian? Привет. До свидания. Would you like me to speak Mandarin? Han hao, ni hao. Would you like me to speak a little bit of German? Nicht Deutsch sprechen, ich bin ein Ausländer, nicht verstehen. Would you like me to speak a little bit of Dutch? Angus, what rubbish are you talking? The SNP are ruining Scotland. Provide me with some proper evidence. Because Scotland's never had so much attention as it's getting now, courtesy of its leading party. And I'm not what you'd call a nationalist or a separatist, but I am an economist. And I know that Scotland would benefit hugely from being on its Todd. There we are. I think Excalibur, says Rab. Angus, they sure are down with Clanky. No, sorry, we don't have any of that. You need to provide the evidence. So you think that the Tories in Westminster have got Scotland's best interests at heart. And you think Brexit was good for Scotland. Okay, have a wee look round the supermarket. See how empty the shelves are. Try and fill your car up at the pumps and tell me how much you're paying. Tut, tut, tutty, tut. I'm in hospital. I've swallowed invisible ink. I'm still waiting to be seen. Pearly King. I see what you just did there. You wee rascal. How amazing is that? Now then, we need to go soon. Mate, I've just quit a Rasta band playing the triangle. They said it was one thing after another. What do you like? Scotty, I'm 15. What's your best advice getting into radio? Well, Will, it depends what you mean by getting into radio. If you want to be a DJ, I think probably you'd need to be, a little bit older. But what you probably could do, I do remember people at 15 answering the phones in the radio station, making the tea, doing a bit of running for the jocks. And then they went on to do radio. And a lot of them very successful. My overweight parrot died today. To be honest, it's a weight off my shoulders. Pearly King. Love you, mate. Thank you, Louis. Hardy. We haven't seen you for years. Scottish independence now, says Hardy Pottinger. There we are. Dinky-Doo, I say.
I also knew that I personally was targeted by the government.
Now then, we seem to have lost this. Let me see what's happened here. We've lost this lot. We'll see if we can get them back for you guys. Don't panic, I say. Never panic. See if we get them back. Right. Now then. Wonderful. There we go. Ah, yes. Sorry about that, guys. We froze. Yes, we seem to lose you there. I don't know what was going on. A wee freezy bit. Fantastic. Thank you for all my lovely likes. Now, let's just see what's happening with all you beautiful YouTubers. Bring back the man from Uncle Badge. Good night, Scotty and Karim. You said it, Scotty. We need to reopen the mines. I just replayed my call. I'm in Warsaw. Wonderful. Having to mitigate 600 million Westminster austerity. But that's okay to the unions. Yes, very strange, isn't it? Meghan dumped her father, says Magnus. Hi, Scotty, I can't get through. Yes, you can. Fantastic. Right. I think we're just about out of time. Guys, have a lovely, lovely evening and stay absolutely fabulous. This is Scotty McClue saying Dinky-Doo to every single one of you. Ta-ra, lads. Right, that seems to be that. And to all you beautiful YouTubers, good night, God bless, Dinky-Doo, and ta-ra, lads. Thanks for watching. Tell everyone about it and make sure you've subscribed.